If you use FSD in your Cybertruck and you're tired of getting the nag that shows up on your screen just because you're wearing sunglasses, I have a product by Tlyard that'll take care of that. This chip is also really easy to install because it is plug and play, so there's no soldering, no cutting of any wires whatsoever. You just simply plug it in and you're good to go. Typically, this nag will show up if you're wearing sunglasses like I am here, because the in-cabin camera can't actually see what your eyes are looking at. And if you guys want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. So this should be a pretty easy, straightforward installation. The first thing you're going to want to do is to take the little screwdriver that was given to you, and there's a couple holes on the side of the steering wheel here. We just kind of need to poke into that hole here, and one side of our horn just came out. Then we'll do the opposite side. And that should allow you to totally take out the airbag and your horn, exposing some of the wires on the inside here. Now the way that we're going to take out this little yellow plug here, we need to just press down on these little tabs with our screwdriver. One side should pop out, and then just press up on the other, and you should be able to kind of just pull this out here. And there, one side just came out. It actually came out of the whole side, so we just took out the whole horn with everything else. And just so you know, the way that I took this out is there are these little tabs here. You just kind of press down on that top tab and then press up on the bottom, and this should come out. You might have to work with it a little bit, but for the most part, the whole thing just came out just like that. So we'll put that off to the side. And then the next thing we need to do is to take out this little black piece here, and that's where we're going to connect to the anti-nag. So again, there are these little tabs on the top and the bottom that you just kind of need to press down and up, and this little part should come out. So I'll push down on the tab here, and there's not a lot of area to work with, so you got to kind of make do with what you have here. Here it just clicked back into place. It says safety restraint system issue, but you can see that they're the little tabs on the top and the bottom. The top tab I had to press down, and the bottom tab I also had to press down, and it popped right out. So now that we have that out, we need to take our anti-nag here, and there's going to be 3 wires just like there are on here, and the little back plate here should go right up against the back plate that's on the little thing here. And if you line up, the black is all the way on the right, and then it goes red and then white. So you can also just kind of line those up and just kind of push this into place here. There are these little slots here, and this kind of just slides right into those slots. So it's really like you can't mess that up. So it looks like all the pieces are in place here. Then we're going to kind of need to put this off to the side, so when we put our horn back in, it doesn't get in the way. So it's probably going to go up just like that with the little chip towards the back and this plastic piece here in the front. You're also going to need to plug back in this little black piece here. So it seems like the black is going to go up just like this, and we can kind of, okay, so I got that in. The black wire again goes up towards the top, the white is on the bottom, and if you plugged it in correctly, you can see now that the little blue light is blinking. It's not the same size plug as the one that was in there, it's a little bit shorter, so just keep that in mind. And then once this is up here, we need to kind of get this to stay in place, maybe like right there. So kind of want it to stay like right there. Gotta make sure that it doesn't cover the holes for your horn. So you can also turn this off and on with your left scroll wheel, and you can test it right now. If you push it in 2 times, you should hear a beep. And that's to let you know that it is activated, and then you press it 2 more times to deactivate it. You should hear 2 beeps. There you go. So it does seem like it is working. This is kind of where it needs to be in the back here. So now we can replace our horn. Again, just plug this back in to where it needs to go. So it should go just like this. So that's plugged back in, and the warning just turned off on my truck. So we'll kind of push this back into place here. You're going to hear the horn. So we should be able to do the opposite now. We'll put our screwdriver back into the side hole and then just kind of press your horn back into place. And then do the same thing for the other side. And that's pretty much it. So now it's all installed, and you can see that the horn still works. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what the Tlyard No-Nag Chip can actually do and what its limitations are. So typically I'll get the nag when I'm wearing these types of sunglasses. These are mirrored, and the in-cabin camera has trouble seeing my eyes. So even though I'm looking forward, I will still get the nag, and this chip should eliminate that. So every time you get back into your truck, you will need to re-enable the device. All you need to do is simply press the left scroll wheel in 2 quick times, and you'll hear a single beep. That's to let you know that it is activated. So before we begin our little adventure here, I'm going to turn off the device just so you guys get to see what the nag actually looks like. So I turned it off, and I'm going to show you guys that I will get the nag on the screen here. So I'm going to turn down my speed. I'll go 20. Take my hands off the wheel because the car is now in FSD and it's driving myself. So I'm going to kind of look, I'm just going to look at the screen to see if we can get the nag. So as you can see, it just says attention monitoring unavailable. So we should be getting the nag fairly soon. And there's the nag. So it's telling me to put force on the steering wheel, or I could actually turn the little control knob on here and it gets rid of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the chip on, and I'm going to do the same thing. So it's activated now. I'm just slowing down a little bit, and I'm going to look at the screen, and we shouldn't get the nag. So kind of look forward again and then reset it, look back at the screen here. And you can see, even though that I'm looking at the screen here, it's not nagging me anymore. So see, it does work pretty good. So if you're going to be wearing, sunglasses that are mirrored, where it's going to be hard for the truck to actually see your eyes, this chip definitely helps out. Put it in FSD again. So the truck is now driving itself, and I'm looking at the screen. You saw that attention monitoring is unavailable again. And you saw, even though it said that it wasn't able to monitor my gaze, I'm still looking at the screen and it's not nagging me at all. And the chip is still active. So now I'll look forward and I'll look back down at the screen again. I'm gonna look forward again because this is a four-way stop, just to make sure. Ow! All right, so now with my glasses on, I'm gonna hold up my hands kind of like I'd be reading a book or something. It says attention monitoring unavailable, and it's nagging me, but it got rid of it. So even though the nag did come up, the chip did still get rid of it. So now let me show you what the limitation is of this chip. It works really well if you're wearing sunglasses, but if you're not wearing any sunglasses and the in-cabin camera can see your eyes, if you're looking anywhere besides forward, the truck will nag you in its red nag, which this chip will not get rid of. So I'm going to put it into FSD. I'm going to take my sunglasses off and I'm going to look down at the screen, and you'll see that it'll pretty much nag me right away. Yep. And it's not going to go away with this chip because it can visually see your eyes really well and it knows exactly where you're looking. It's going to come up with that the red nag, and that's the nag that this chip will not get rid of. You saw the other nag that was blue. That's the one where it kind of thinks you're paying attention, but it's not sure, so it nags you, and you can get rid of it by using the scroll wheel or putting some slight pressure on the steering wheel. But that red nag, this chip will not get rid of. So if you're wearing sunglasses and you're getting a nag, this chip is going to be great for you. But you cannot fall asleep or, look all around if you're not wearing sunglasses. So as you saw from the video, installation for this is not hard at all. And I've been using it for the past week now, and I haven't had any issues with FSD, any issues driving, nothing coming up on my screen telling me that there's an issue with the steering, things like that. So you shouldn't have any problems with the electrical system after you've installed this, and it should only take you about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to totally install. It took me maybe just a little bit longer because I was trying to record and trying not to get my hands in the way, but there's really not a lot of room to work with in the beginning. And in my testing, this chip seemed to perform the best when you're wearing mirrored sunglasses like I am here, and you're paying attention to the road, but you still get a nag, or you get that notification that the monitoring is unavailable. Well, I don't understand why that is. It should still be able to see that I'm looking forward and not nag me, but it happens, as you saw from the video. So this chip really shines when you're wearing mirrored sunglasses or sunglasses where the in-cabin camera can't see your eyes, and you get that blue nag. The one thing, again, that this chip will not get rid of is the red nag, and that comes up if the cabin camera can see your eyes and it knows exactly what you're looking at. So if you're not wearing sunglasses and you're looking at your phone or you're looking at the screen and that red nag comes up, this chip will not get rid of that. You will have to put some force on the steering wheel or something to get rid of it, because just moving the scroll wheel will not get rid of that. So the chip does seem to work as advertised, and if you guys would like to pick one up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting the like button, and consider subscribing for more videos like this and tech reviews. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.